year, there are more than 35 million tons of food waste and 12 million tons of solid food waste generated in Canada, and many municipalities do not provide effective waste diversion strategies. In 2017 alone, there was around 3,045.5 milliton of food waste produced by Fredericton, and over 15,257 tons were generated from the UNB dining hall alone.
Moreover, there are about 6 million tons of coffee grounds thrown in trash and sent to landfills each year. On an individual scale, one medium cup of coffee contains 71 grams of carbon dioxide, and a large latte contains 340 grams of carbon dioxide.
To put it in perspective, if you drink 3 large lattes a day, this is equivalent to flying a plane halfway across Europe. These coffee grounds not only take up excess space in landfills, but they also decompose, releasing methane into the atmosphere.
Methane is so dangerous because it is the second most abundant greenhouse gas and has a global warming potential up to 86 times greater than carbon dioxide. This is yet another negative contributor to the environment. It is a huge issue because the world is in a global warming crisis.
To improve the crisis, it is essential that we reduce our carbon footprint in any way we can to make a positive change for the environment. Even the simplest task like using natural coffee grounds-based fertilizers in your gardens will be valuable for the future of our planet.
Who we are. Reduce, reuse, recycle. We have been told that these individual actions go a long way with the effort to combat climate change. In other words, we need to reduce waste and make a better use of what we have.
This is where Wasteless comes in. We are a used coffee ground repurposing and processing business operating off of an eco-friendly sustainable goal that would collect used coffee grounds from either local coffee shops or from our drop-off bin at the grad house.
Once collected, we process them into all natural fertilizers to be sold to the gardeners and farmers.
Our mission is to reduce waste, spread awareness, and make better use of the resources that we have.
We want to repurpose, compost, and use coffee grounds to create a rich and 100% natural fertilizers that contains all necessary nutrients your soil needs for your garden. Our impact.
The team has been collecting our own used coffee grounds over the last couple of months to help with the reduction of coffee grounds dumped into the landfills. Some of us have also started to use coffee beans that is an eco-roast, which produces 85% less carbon dioxide than other roasters.
Additionally, we have been reaching out to the local businesses to create partnerships for used coffee grounds, compost, and facility to operate out of.
We have also been conducting interviews throughout the community and have conducted 133 interviews by phone, online video calls, and Google Forms.
From our responses, 30% of them drinks coffee daily, 48% of them drinks 1 to 3 times a week, which is a high percentage of coffee drinker, out of which we found out that 61% makes their own coffee and 26% buys them locally.
The most shocking is the response that 70% of individuals throw their used coffee grounds in the trash and only 13% of them compost it. Although we had such a high number that currently throw away their coffee ground, we had 74% of people say that they would be willing to donate their coffee grounds at our drop-off bin location. Why Wasteless is the right solution?
Our fertilizers will not only reduce the amount of space taken up in the landfills, but it will also reduce the waste of an extremely valuable resource. Coffee ground have lots of nutrients and vitamins that are extremely beneficial when growing plants and vegetables. Once we retrieve the coffee ground and bring them to our facility, we process them into natural fertilizers to sell them to our target market customers.
Coffee grounds store 7% of their weight in methane. For 1 pound of coffee ground, there would be about 11 ounces worth of methane in them. This is equal to 1 large cup of coffee.
First, the grounds are rinsed and diluted.
Then composted for 98 days, which ensures the plant will benefit from nitrogen and potassiums in the ground.
After that, they are mixed with the composting products such as eggshells, vegetable, fruits, and browns.
The fertilizer is then packaged in our compostable packaging.
Lastly, once rinsed, diluted, and aerated, methane is virtually untraceable.
According to research, we simply cannot throw organics into the trash, so behavioral change by composting our organics could prevent virtually all the methane emissions from landfills without requiring any complex regulations and fixes. This way, we will be reducing our carbon footprint and making a true profit with a purpose.
Wasteless is excited to execute our vision of reducing substantial amount of waste, with 73.9% of survey participants wanting to help us achieve our goals in repurposing such waste. We are on our way of achieving our hefty environmental goals.
By reducing the amount of waste in landfills and the main causes of global warming, we are confident in our abilities to truly spread awareness and make better use of what we have.